on 5.03, there is the lesson here for it, and then this is where you're going to do a little quiz. Basically, the quiz is, the assessment is, you're just going to write a three well-developed paragraphs in which you are going to do this assignment and analyze or summarize your information here. So the assignment is found in the lesson over here, but I've also put the directions right here as well. You're going to keep track of everything you eat for 24 hours and your physical activity. And then you're going to go through and you're going to open up Choose My Plate website. You're going to use the Super Tracker and Food Tracker. And then you're going to analyze your food intake. But this is actually something I wasn't able to find when I was trying to do it myself, how to click Analyze Food Intake. So what I did instead is I clicked on the Reports section, which I'll show you in a minute, to see the various reports which analyze your food intake for the day. And then once you read through that information, you can then see if you met the guidelines and the requirements recommended for you. And then you're going to go to the, right here, it says go to food intake activity and summarize the information. So you'll click here and you're going to summarize. Once you begin this quiz, you're going to it's just one question on here, and this is where you're going to do your 3 paragraphs. So let's take a look and find out how are we going to be doing this. Let's go back over here, and we look to read through all this, what your recommendations are. That way you can use this information as well when you're doing the 3 paragraphs. And you're going to look through this, and then this is where you're going to find that. Now right here it says analyze your food intake. It doesn't give you that little extra information that I gave you about how to use the reports. So let me show you how to do that. You're going to go to Choose My Plate. It's just asking you if you wanted to go to another website, and then you're going to create a profile. So first let's take a look. What does it say here? It says from the home page, choose Super Tracker. Okay, let's find Super Tracker. Okay, it's up here. It's an online tool, and you'll just go to Super Tracker, and then you click here as well, Super Tracker. And one thing I did is I went ahead and created a profile, and I'm just going to log in because I've already done the profile. But what you'd want to do is create your profile. You just fill out a little bit of a form. You don't have to save your profile, so they're not going to send you any information. But I'm going to go ahead and go into my so you can register now if you didn't. Okay, and then it says the next bit of directions says, and then go to Food Tracker and enter the food that you've eaten in the past 24 hours. So here's the Food Tracker, and you actually will need to do a physical activity tracker as well because you're going to analyze both. So we're going to go ahead, go over here, and then you're going to put in whatever food you've eaten. So let's say for lunch today I'm going to have a salad with and it'll start, things will come up here and you can take a look and see. Let's say you had a chicken salad with mayonnaise, or let's just say you had I'm just going to put in salad to make it kind of harder. Whoops, let me put in salad. And what it'll do is it'll give suggestions for salad over here. So let's take a look at that. It's kind of slow going here. There must be lots of salads in their database. I'll pause it for a minute. Okay, so when you do that, a bunch, like 273 results come up. So you have to look through and see which one meets, kind of more closely matches what you had. So the more information you put in here, the less of your list will be. So let's just say it's salad. I'm going to pick the first one. Lettuce, tomato. I'm going to type this in. I was trying earlier to just click on here, but it's not letting me do that. So what I do is I'm going to put it in here, and then you'll have a drop down menu, and you'll have to pick whatever one matches. So that one matches, and then we're just going to click go. Okay, so then you choose how much of that salad you ate, and you say what it was for, lunch, and then you're just going to add it. Okay, so as you can see, it added it here. It's adding up my calories. Now, when you're done for the day, you're gonna see that, it's been analyzing it here, and that's part of the deal, is you're supposed to analyze your food intake. I couldn't find anywhere where it's, you click analyze food intake. I couldn't find that anywhere on this page. So, but you really don't need that, because you could either make some my reports. You can have a food groups and calories report, a nutrients report, a food details report, a meal summary report, a physical activity report. And so you can get those reports and take a look at them, and then you could analyze them, or you can use them to write your 3-paragraph essay. You can also take a look at this if you want, and you could see how much you've done for your, on target would be up here. And so you could spend time talking about that in your paragraph, and how you, or maybe didn't get enough carbs for the day, or grains, or whatever it is. According to this food tracker, USDA, you can also talk about how your calories either maybe got to what you needed, or maybe it didn't get there. Did you have sugars, fats, and sodium? And you could talk about that. So that's between that information and also your physical. If you would want to put in your physical, you do a physical activity tracker for the day as well, and then you could have your physical activity report. That's plenty of information for you to use to write 3 paragraphs. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to take track of 1 day of food and 1 day of physical activity, and then when you go to the assessment for the lesson, you're just going to click here, and then, like I showed you earlier, you're going to begin the assessment and write your 3 paragraphs in there. So I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions.